Evening, ladies and gents. I'm just making a quick one today. I've got a lot on. I just want to briefly address this. Yesterday's video went down quite well, but more than one person messaged me telling me that I'd buggered up the title and I'd got it the wrong way around. I assure you this was me being ironic rather than abject stupidity on my part. The video was titled "Putting Safety Before Diversity is Deadly," and I got more than one comment that read something like this. Your headline is the wrong way around. Putting diversity before safety is deadly. D&I testing must be ended. And how did this toxic woke nonsense get into the boardroom as a bonus incentive? I fully agree with you, David Peters. I was specifically referring to an incident whereby a Tory MP, a serving Minister of Parliament in the United Kingdom, said something as ludicrous as this. Sports Minister calls Joey Barton's comments about female pundits dangerous. Dangerous. Yeah, you know what isn't dangerous? Importing millions of unvetted fighting age men, forcing people to get injected with chemicals that haven't been tested properly, and antagonising nuclear powers, fomenting the very real possibility of nuclear annihilation and World War III. They're not dangerous. Right, just a quick one today. That story is real and the minister in question is real. I want to just briefly talk about it. Sports Minister Stuart Andrew has condemned dangerous comments made by Joey Barton about female football commentators and pundits. He says he will take the issue up with social media platforms, because politely disagreeing with authoritarian sociopaths that rule the world is dangerous. It reminds me of one of the very first cartoons I drew for this channel, if you remember and you're a long-time viewer. When I first heard, probably about 4 years ago now, when they protected unruly mobs, violent, occasionally murderous mobs, while they were smashing everything up, assaulting people and causing billions of pounds worth of property damage. You remember this one? Silence is violence. You remember that? That was a favourite of theirs. Obviously I responded with this because I'd never heard such a ludicrous thing said before. Silence is violence, son. What's plank with nails in it then? As usual, I was trying to make both a joke and a point. And I've been proved right once again. Another prophecy come true. If you capitulate to these lunatics, you will never ever stop. According to them, silence is violence. Polite disagreement is violence. Joey Barton saying things about incompetent commentators via text form on a screen is dangerous. Yeah? But all of the things they've been doing for the last 10 years isn't, apparently. Do you see the point I'm trying to make? Do you see the point I was trying to make back then? And it's only gone downhill since then. They have to be resisted at every opportunity. Silence is not and never can be violence. Words are not dangerous, only in the minuscule, very, very rare occasions where you are directly calling for murder and violence. Only then, and never in any other situation. Up is down and left is right to these lunatics. Disagreement with them, dangerous. Silence, violence. Importing thousands of hairy-arsed men, definitely not dangerous. I mean, check out this tweet from today. I just found out loads of single migrant men have been dumped in my town. I met with local women to see what we can do with all the crime in the area and set up a pressure group. And about 20 to 30 men appeared in a steady stream from a new block of flats down the road. That's not dangerous, is it? I've never heard any MPs talking about how dangerous that is. But polite disagreement, definitely dangerous. What else isn't dangerous? The West increasing the risk of weapons of mass destruction being used. That's not dangerous. It'll leave a nice, pleasant glow. We don't have to spend as much money on Christmas lights. From Time magazine, why are so many politicians talking about World War III? That's not dangerous. You know what's dangerous? Not being a feminist on Twitter. Revealed German hate preacher has been living in the UK for 5 years, despite leading band groups and being accused of inspiring 140 splendid gentlemen to join terror groups abroad. I could go on all day. Actually dangerous things, dangerous medical practices, FGM, transitioning children, allowing people that promote mass murder to live in a council house next door to you in Slough. World War III, global annihilation. None of these things are deemed dangerous by politicians and the UN and the WHO and the lunatics that run the world. Klaus Schwab doesn't think any of that's dangerous, but you know what is dangerous? You. politely disagreeing with people. There you go. And I think the cherry on top can be this headline from The Independent. Barbie isn't anti-men, but Oppenheimer is anti-women. Yeah, a film that was explicitly anti-men, directed by a woman who said it's anti-men and is proudly self-proclaimed anti-men, definitely isn't anti-men. But a film about a scientist making a nuclear weapon, that definitely is anti-women. If any of this makes sense to you, congratulations. Your mind works in the most mysterious of ways. You would confuse Sigmund Freud, Albert Einstein, and Russell Grant. You are a savant. Obviously, I responded. Pork pies aren't anti-pigs, but grass is anti-dolphins. Logical. Perfectly logical. Everybody knows that. Thanks for watching. I'm glad to see 2024 is just as topsy-turvy as 2023. In fact, it looks like they're trying to break a few records from last year. Up is down, left is right, and everybody is completely mental. Unless you watch the Angry Bootneck on YouTube, at which point you're obviously a sensible, reasonable chap or lady. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I have to toddle off. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you all very soon. Cheers.